Welcome. My name is Teresa Kittredge, and I'm the founder of 100 Rural Women, and we're just very honored today to have Dani Pieratos with us, and really excited to share her story. But before we get started, I just want to let you know that we appreciate you taking the time, and we're just very honored to be able to do this work. And at 100 Rural Women, we are really about creating connections and inspiring leadership. And we see a future where rural women leave positive change for themselves, their families, their communities, the nation, and the world. And we're committed to building leadership through networks, mentorship, education, and civic engagement. We're nonprofit, nonpartisan. The big news is in 2022, we finally got our 501c3. We sort of got stuck in that COVID loop with the IRS, so we're very excited about that. And our mission is really to serve and support rural women. The Breakfast Club really came together during COVID-19 when everything shut down. It was like, what can we do to lift up rural women? It's like we could do webinars and we can lift up rural women doing incredible work so we can all learn from each other and have a better understanding of everybody's stories. So I do want to, again, welcome you and thank you for coming. A couple little things. I think we've all been on Zoom. But just the beauty of Zoom is that we can all see each other, we can all chat with each other and do all those pieces. But remember to mute when you're not speaking, and please submit questions in the chat. We love to have active chats. So, and I know Dani would like a lot of questions from you. So before we get started here, I just want to introduce a couple of our team members and a couple board members that are here. So Delaney, I'll kick off with you.
Yeah, good morning, everyone. My name is Delaney. I use she, her pronouns. I have been a graduate research assistant with 100 Rural Women since last summer. If you went to any of our convenings, you definitely saw me. It's such a pleasure to still get to work with this organization. And my exciting news is I'm definitely going to medical school this fall. I have acceptances. For those who've been following along, I want to become a rural physician. And so it is such a joy to get to work with this organization, and the dream is happening. So I'll hand it off to one of our other team members, Emma.
Thanks so much, Delaney. I'm Emma. I am a Lead for Minnesota fellow here with 100 Rural Women, serving for a year, and it's just been a blast. And I kind of can't believe that I'm in my second half of it. So great to get to be at these webinars and hear from women who have just a breadth of experience. And I'm really excited that you all are here with us today. We have a great group, it looks like. I'll be populating the chat, so if you see my name, it will have resources attached to it. And yeah, I'll hand it over to our board chair, Terry.
Hi, welcome everybody. My name is Terry Foley, board chair for 100 Rural Women, and it's been exciting to see how the organization has grown over the last 3 years, and amazing what's been done during COVID. And Teresa says this all the time, but it's the fellows and interns that are the ones that making things happen. So my day job is at Leading Age Minnesota Foundation, and now let's see who else is here today. Teresa.
You know, I'm just gonna put somebody on the spot quick who we've just met, and Lindsay is from the University of Minnesota Morris and is going to be joining our team as a new as an intern. So we're still trying to sort out exactly where Lindsay's going to work. But Lindsay, why don't you just introduce yourself quick?
Hi, my name is Lindsay. I'm a econ and financial management double major at the University of Minnesota Morris. I'm from Laverne, Minnesota, which is in southwest Minnesota, and I've always been very interested in rural America, rural Minnesota. So I'm really excited to be working on this project with you.
Wonderful. Thanks, Lindsay. And Lindsay and I just talked yesterday, so nothing like putting you in the spotlight the first day after we talk. So anyway, thanks so much, and just let's get this started. And so excited! I am so excited to for those of you that don't know Dani, to introduce Dani, and for those of you that do, how lucky are we to learn more about Dani's story? I met Dani in 2019 at a focus group partnering with RAIL, with the Rural and American Indigenous Leadership group, to really talk about how do we best connect women. So So that's how I met Dani, and we were really fortunate this fall to do a national panel that Dani presented on with the Rural Assembly called Rural Women Everywhere. And following that, it was like our presenters, we really talked about how do we go deeper with each one of these presenters and really share that story. So that's what we are going to do today with Dani. And I just want to give a quick intro on Dani. And here, I'm going to switch screens. So sorry, I have too many screens up here. Okay, so Dani is from Bois, Forte, which is up by Lake Vermilion, and that's where she lives with her family. And Dani is, I call her a homecomer because Dani left and came back. And how lucky are we in Minnesota to have Dani back with us. I am just in awe every time I get to interact with Dani and get to be involved in her world, and have had the great fortune of working with her on a couple of projects. And when we think about this webinar today, Dani put together this narrative, which I think is really important to share, that many times the stories shared about rural women leading grassroots community initiatives are an understatement of the challenges faced in building a more equitable world. You know, this session today is really going to cover what it's been like for Dani Pieratos, an Indigenous female entrepreneur, and her commitment to support the food sovereignty movement at the Bois Forte Band of Chippewa, where she is a tribal member living on Lake Vermilion Reservation in northeast Minnesota. Bootstrapping is a term for early businesses where owners commit their personal time and energy, mostly out of pocket, and which I think a lot of us can relate to that for sure. And Dani, as a low-income mother of two, keeping pace with the opportunity has been tough. Dani's going to share today with us today her personal and professional anecdotes to highlight what many of us face in the fight for equity, all from her focal point of localizing food systems to improve healthy food access. Her journey really highlights moments of desperation, surrender, patience, love, trust, and resourcefulness. And what I would throw in there too is Dani's just one of the most positive people I've met, and just brings out joy and hope in others. And so I'm really excited to have you guys, and for me, to be able to share today and hear Dani's expressive personal testimony of, you know, the nonlinear change-making process for the brighter futures that we all seek. We're just hoping today that this is going to mutually inspire all rural women to ask for what is needed and ask for what is deserved for everyone and everything that we're fighting for. So Dani, I am just going to hand it over to you and welcome and thank you. Thank you so much for your time today.